Hello there everyone and welcome to your daily reading. So this is an extra special daily reading today. It's a Valentine's Day edition, so for the 14th of February. So we're going to get started with each of the readings, but please make sure if you are new here that you are subscribed and you've got the bell icon clicked so you'll get notifications of when I go live as well. So we're going to go through each of the individual star signs here today. And we have got Aries coming up. Please make sure you join me tomorrow as well for the next reading. Aries, how is your Valentine's Day going to go? How is it going to go? How is it going to progress forward? So the first thing I got was the song lyrics, I want to break free. And I do feel like here with the Devil card, you have the ability to break free. You have the ability to break free of this person. I feel like they cause you problems, they cause you troubles, and I feel like they're cropping up today, almost like creating a little grey cloud over your head. Some of you, this is like romance as in an ex, or somebody who's very kind of dramatic when it comes to romance. You are taking your life more seriously though, you are moving forward. So you are cutting off communication with them today and you're breaking free, you're breaking ahead. I almost feel like the reason why they're cropping up now is literally because it's Valentine's Day. Like, they're upset, they don't want you to be happy without them, so they're kind of causing chaos, they're causing drama. The Sun card here though, they still want a connection with you, but they don't really know how to communicate that in a good way, in a meaningful way, in a non-toxic way. They're not actually taking action towards pushing this forward in a healthy way. This almost feels like somebody who wants a connection with you, but doesn't really want to put the hard work and effort into making it work or making it good. So you're always kind of like pushing them away and having to turn them down because they're trying to almost like cause you drama, cause you problems, cause you pain, just so they can get ahead, just so they can push forward and they can try and actually have you in their life and have your energy focused on them. It's kind of like, focus on me, don't focus on anybody else. And I feel like that's what the issue here is. With the Emperor card, you are moving forward, you're having like this prosperous time for yourself, you're moving on with your life, you're starting to enjoy life again. And they don't want you to be moving on without them, is what I'm feeling. Like, they don't want you to move on without them. So that's the reason why they're coming up right now. It's like, can you just give me a moment's peace? Can you just give me some time to myself where I haven't got to deal with the drama? But they so don't want you to kind of forget them. They're so afraid that you are going to forget them, you are going to move on, that they just can't let you be happy. They just can't let you just carry on and be happy. So more than anything here, this is you kind of reclaiming your freedom. I do feel like this person is very desperate to have you in your life. What about the rest of the day though? Definitely, once you kind of cut off communication with them, the rest of the day is going to go quite well. It feels like you're going to have good momentum forward, particularly in the realm of like creativeness. I feel like for many of you Aries are literally thinking of interesting ways to spend it, interesting ways to be a bit creative, interested in ways to either spend with a romantic partner or even just self-care. I do feel like this is going to differ from each one. Like, if you're in a partnership, you are specifically making exciting ways to spend time together. You're thinking of exciting ways to spend time together with this creative energy. You that are single, those of you that are single, this is much more of you kind of creating amazing ways for you to just relax, you to de-stress, you to get to a certain point where you don't feel like you're overwhelmed. But this is overall good. I mean, yes, you're having to have to deal with that stress of the other person who's being overly dramatic, causing a little bit of drama. But this is almost to free you up from that so you can carry on without them causing issues later down the line. Because even if it wasn't Valentine's Day, like this month and today, they would still come up and cause drama. As soon as they know that you are doing well, you are prospering, they would cause drama. So it's better the fact that you're getting them out of the way now than having to deal with their BS, basically. So I hope that helped you out, Aries. We're going to move on now, but please make sure to boop the like button and let me know in the comment section if you've enjoyed this reading. So we are going to go on to Taurus now. Taurus, how is your Valentine's Day, Taurus? You have been becoming a little bit disciplined with your money, your finances, and I do feel like many of you have been planning something for this day for a while, as in saving up, etc. I do feel like here though you're going to enjoy yourself because of the plans you made, your hard work of trying to plan, trying to make it a good day for your significant other, your good day to your partner, your good day to your romantic interest. That's paying off really well. I feel like this is a little bit of a surprise though, with the reverse of the Queen of Wands. You haven't kind of talked about it before, you've planned it, and you've kind of unleashed it as a bit of a surprise. If you're dealing with a Taurus, like this is them surprising you on Valentine's Day. But I feel like overall though, this is very much for the couples, that you're being you seem like you're being spontaneous. But I feel like realistically, you're not being necessarily spontaneous. You've planned it for so long that you almost know every detail. But there's an elegance to it. There's this brilliance to it. Like you carefully made sure that everything falls into place perfectly. And I do feel like it is going to go really well for you. For you that are single, this is more to do with like, I just want to reiterate, this is more like for the single people, this is your more wider kind of plans. So career, finances, that kind of thing, goals in general, not necessarily romance, but I feel like for most of you is romantic. There is a little bit of an element here of you pulling back your energy and letting go of money a little bit more, like you're not worried about it as much. I feel like over the last few weeks you have been worried about money because you wanted to save up for this, you wanted to make sure it was all in place. But now that it's kind of in full tilt here, this is almost like you starting to splurge, starting to spend. You do need to still kind of protect your money though. Yes, it may be like it's over, like as in it's like it's over now and you've spent the money you need to spend, but it's important to remember that the savings, the goals, like saving the long term, will help you a lot in the long term, in the long run. But with the 10 of Wands here, your hard work is definitely paying off today. I feel like whoever you're trying to plan something nice for is going to be really over the moon about it, and they're really going to be kind of like, oh my god, you've really surprised me at how much detail or how much time you spent on this. Because I almost like they feel like they were going to be forgotten. Whoever you're dealing with thought they were going to be forgotten. Is there anything else you need to know about this day? There is going to be some issues with communication, and it's almost like being left alone. Like, and I almost feel like this isn't to do with romance. This is more like friends, family, possibly work colleagues. But I feel like heavily friends and family. They're meant to be talking to you about doing something. They're meant to be meeting you at a certain place. You're waiting around for them. And it's all to do with miscommunication. So make sure if you are meeting up with anybody today, that you're double checking with them. They've got the right time. They've got the right date. They've got the right location, etc. Just send them a quick text or a quick message saying, hey, are we still good to meet here at that time? Because I don't feel like it's intentional. It's just, accidents do happen sometimes. And with With the Judgment card in reverse here, there is a lot of indecision here, of worrying that you might have said something or done something. But all is not lost here. It's literally they've just messed up. I feel like there is a little bit of phobia with you right now of feeling like, well, what if they're avoiding me? What if they're forgetting I'm existing? But they're not trying to do that. They're just kind of messed up. But do take the love and take the love of like the person you're connecting with, if you are connecting with somebody. Because I feel like particularly for those in a relationship or in a commitment or a connection where you're going to already be planning out Valentine's Day together, it's really going to go through really smooth sailings. Just don't let this worrying about this other person kind of spoil your day a little bit, because it does feel like there is an element here of you slowing down a little bit too much in regards to that. So I'm going to move on now, but if you've enjoyed it, please give the video a little like. And we're going to go on now to Gemini. So Gemini, what does the Geminis need to know for their Valentine's Day? What does Geminis need to know for Valentine's Day? We have got the Two of Swords here. Somebody's been honest with you. And it's like, I'm being honest about the fact that I miss you. The fact that I feel like I've missed out on you. This is like, it's really scary to them, Geminis. Like, it's really caused them a lot of fear, a lot of kind of phobia of that they've done something wrong, they've upset you, they've missed out on this opportunity. For many of you, like, that are single, this is literally somebody going, oh my god, I feel like I have missed out on an opportunity, I've missed out on something good, it's never going to progress forward, oh my god, what do I do? But I don't feel like you've completely missed out on this. I feel like it is a bit of a bump in the road here. For those of you that are in a coupleship, partnership, this is like somebody worried that they've kind of said something to upset you. So although they're not breaking communication, they are worried that they've upset you. I feel like when they did do this, and I feel like, yes, it was upsetting for you a bit. When they did do this, they weren't in the right mind, and I feel like it's because they were feeling a little bit unworthy here with the reverse of the Seven of Cups, and they needed to break free of that first with the Devil card. So they needed to break free of these insecurities and these fears, but because they had these insecurities, they felt like they had to kind of just walk away. They had to break things off. They had to avoid the situation. So they're trying now to learn how to kind of stick to communication, stick to moving forward, because they know that's going to help them a lot in the long run to really kind of forge that pathway. You're a little bit mixed up today though. You wanting to disconnect from the world, there's almost an element here of like, I want to disconnect from the world, I want to disconnect from people. I don't want to end up being like dragged into this. You want to rest, you want to not take action. But I almost feel like if you got that here, Geminis, like part of you just wants to have a relaxed day. You want to cut off ties with everybody else. You want to kind of cut off from everybody else, just spend it with your romantic partner or yourself. But I feel like if you got that, you'd be like, oh my god, why is everyone ignoring me? Why has nobody approached me? So you're kind of asking for something that you don't really want here. I don't feel like you really want everybody to go away. You want to keep people around you. You want to keep people connected to you, because you're not wanting to kind of have it so that you miss out an opportunity here to move forward. So there is an element here that you're asking for something you don't really want, particularly to do with the lack of, like, give me 5 minutes peace. So realise that actually you do like having these people in your life, and to kind of completely cut that out would kind of take you down a road that you wouldn't really want to be in. With the Queen of Cups here, there is some deception at play. And I feel like it's somebody being deceptive and trying to get you to take action towards them. Those of you that are single, this is like somebody trying to get you to kind of come towards them, to flirt with them, date them, etc. For those of you that are in a relationship or not really interested at all, this is more of an issue of like somebody in the workplace or somebody to do with your finances who isn't really kind of progressing things forward. They're not really moving things forward. There is a little bit of a confusion here and lack of progression. Anything you need to know about that though? Because I feel like something's missing. I don't feel like they care about you as much as they say they do. When you're older and wiser, I do feel like you'll realise that they're just saying that to make you happy, make you kind of move forward. But sometimes we have to kind of lock this off, we have to cut this off and go into a whole new direction. And I do feel like that's what you're having to do with them. You're having to cut them off a little bit so you can carry on progressing and moving forward. So, I hope that helps you out, Geminis. And if you have enjoyed the reading, please give the like button a little boop. Please give it a little click. And I will see you again soon. So, we're going to move on now to Cancers. So, Cancers. What does a Cancers need to know today? What does the Cancers need to know today? You're dealing with some insecurity today. I feel like many of you, this is for finances. But actually, you've got financial abundance. The Eight of Swords here. I almost feel like people are telling you today that you're doing well or praising you in some way in general. Like some of you it is to do with your money or career and saying how well how well you're doing. Others of you, this is just generalized praise. This person is trying to praise you, trying to say how good you're doing and how well you're doing. But with the 10 of Pentacles here, I feel like you don't feel like you've really got that kind of groundedness there. Like you feel like you should be doing better. I could be doing better. And it's almost like you're dismissing these compliments. You're dismissing people around you today when they're giving you compliments. Accept those compliments. Enjoy them. And because I really don't feel like they're trying to do it to try and like just make you like them or anything like that. They are being honest about it. They do really like what you are doing and how you are building up a life for yourself. They're very emotionally stable, this person, and I feel like they're not on the right track right now, but they're trying to venture forward. And the reason why they come towards you is they're trying to disconnect from their old life, so they're trying to connect with new people. So they are trying to connect with new people, and I feel like for you particularly, this may be actually somebody who starts out as a bit of a friend, who's just kind of going, oh, hi, how are you doing? And then it develops into a proper friendship, not just like neighbours, that kind of thing, a proper connection. I do feel like this is going to be really good for you, but the real challenge today is accepting those compliments, accepting that when somebody says something nice to you or about you, take it as a compliment and believe that, because you dismiss them so easily, and then you're missing out on all this good energy of feeling like, yeah, I'm manifesting this, I'm creating this, I'm building this. You're just kind of missing out on that, unfortunately. As for your romance life in general in Valentine's Day, you'll be waiting for this person to take action or die. And I feel like that it will be making you feel nervous, but this person is nervous themselves as well. They just don't have the confidence. I feel like particularly for single Cancers, you're waiting for this person to reach out, to compliment you, to kind of, become romantic with you, and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting and nothing's happening. You need to kind of take charge at this point, because the more you just wait around for them, the more it is just literally wait. And I do feel like you can have much better progression forward once you kind of admit that them being upset about things is more to do with the fact of they have a specific way that they want things to be done, and it's not anything bad about you or anything per se. It's just them kind of dealing with that drama. But I do feel like this is something you're having to fix within first, about feelings of like, am I good enough, etc. Is there anything else? Because I do feel like there's something else trying to pop up. There is still going to be some troubled waters ahead, and this won't kind of clear up until you take yourself more seriously and those around you take you more seriously. So to get there, you really need to be more serious about yourself first, and then you can continue on, and then you can get the progression that you hope for. So I'm going to move on now, Cancers, but I hope you've enjoyed that reading. Please give it a boop as well if you have. I'm going to move on to Leos now. So Leos, what do you need to know today, Leos? What do you need to know for your Valentine's Day? Somebody's trying to be honest with you here, but I don't feel like it's coming out. This is definitely for the singles. This is definitely the single Leos. Somebody's trying to have a conversation with you, trying to tell you that, oh, I missed you, I want to be with you, etc. But they don't feel like they have much to offer here with the reverse of the King of Pentacles. So they're holding back this communication, they're holding it back. I don't feel like they're going to take any action today. It might take a few weeks even for them to take any sort of action. This is very much nervousness that I'm trying to get your attention, I'm trying to get other people's attention, etc. With the Emperor card here, though, you are learning how to stand up on your own 2 feet. It is causing a little bit of emotional kind of blockage here because you're not wanting to get involved in things. You're not wanting to get in drama. But this is really inspiring movement forward for you. So, although you're keeping clear of drama and keeping clear of certain people in your life because they create drama, I do feel like this is going to be really good for you. Like, 3 to 5 years down the line, you're going to have a really amazing kind of life, career path, etc. because of the hard work you put in now. But it is a lot of hard work, and it's almost like unthanking hard work. Like, you're nowhere near getting the kind of thanks you should be for your hard work and for the intensity of the labour. You feel a bit stuck though here. You feel like you don't bring value. But once you pull back your energy, you realise you need to be cutting off communication with certain people. Because I do feel like you have the ability, it's just there's certain people in your life who kind of limit that ability and limit what you can and can't do. And that's really going to stop you from actually being able to kind of progress forward and really kind of get the kind of stability in your career path that you really need to carry on. So a lot less about Valentine's Day today. I do feel like those that are in a relationship, you'll be going on either today or the next couple of days, but it is much more focused on how can I do this, how can I kind of help myself moving forward, which I really love, but you know, that's just part of it kind of thing. So I'm going to move on now, but I hope that's helped you out, and please do take care of yourself and make sure to boop the like button. So we're moving on now to Virgo. So Virgo, what do you need to know today, Virgo? With the Hermit card, you are in this hermit mode. You are in this area of I'm a bit lonely, I'm feeling disconnected, woe's me. Almost like focusing on your finances or focusing on your materialistic things, whether it's literally your wealth or whether it's like, well, I've got all this nice stuff around me, I've got a nice movie, I've got nice food, etc. But all is not lost here though, because I do feel like there is somebody out in the wings for you singles that wants to connect with you, wants to get romantic with you, but they're a little bit too nervous to admit it. So they are holding back a lot. But I do feel like there is this element here for the singles, at least, of not really getting a physical date, even though that you both kind of fancy each other kind of thing. You both presume that the other person wouldn't be interested. There is hope though. There is hope and happiness. I do feel like you are heading towards each other though. But this person that you're dealing with needs to get more balance back in their life. And I mean by that, like, I mean like people have been trying to push them in a certain direction, push them in a certain way around the road. And that's really not going to help you, because it's going to make you feel nervous. It's going to make you feel afraid. It's going to make you feel kind of anxious. So do you understand that there is an injustice here, but you can kind of plough ahead with it, or plough ahead past it. Is there anything else you need to know today though? We've got the reverse of the moon card. You feel a little bit disconnected from the moon right now, this intuitive side. But you don't know how to take action about it. So you're just holding back those thoughts and feelings. I know those just jumped out. It's holding back those thoughts and feelings for the Eight of Swords. Is anything else? You're definitely dealing with somebody here that is a bit focused on materialistic wealth. They're acting a little bit cold and harsh. I don't feel like they're going to be like that forever. It's just a small, short amount of time as they kind of push things through and continue things on. So, I hope that helps you out though, Virgos. We're going to go on now to Libras. So, Libras, what do you need to know today, Libras? A little bit of overspending here, and I feel like the Tower moment is coming in to say, look, you need to have a better budget, Libras. You need to have a better plan in place in order to continue on with your dreams, your goals. And I'd be careful, because you're not valuing what the other people you're dealing with the other people that you're dealing with right now are saying. You are kind of missing opportunities to connect, missing opportunities to kind of work together, that kind of thing. Because if you chose to, you could totally invite somebody else in to kind of come along and spend some time together and push everything forward. But I don't feel like you're there yet. Is there anything else you need to know today? A lot of nervousness here, but your hard work, the little small increases and little small piece of work you've been doing are kind of mixture of helping you to plan for the future, but also holding you back. And by holding you back, I mean, like, you need to understand that sometimes people can have two different jobs. They can do, a 9 to 5 in the morning and evening, and then at night they do a daily reading, And things can be kind of different from when they're progressing it forward, but so like in the morning or the weekly reading, it might be more focused on your career and finances, and that's because that's what's kind of overwhelming you at this time. And I feel like because you feel so stuck, you feel almost out of place without focusing on that one area. So that's the reason why I feel like that you are a little bit disconnected as well from love today. So there's almost like drawing a blank here. And I feel like with the 6 of Wands here in reverse, you are kind of cut off from people a little bit here. And you're working to improve that. And I feel like more than anything, this is almost like because you're so focused on getting everything done, you're disconnecting from the people that you love. Particularly like with romance as well. Like you're not spending as much time with the person that you're interested in, the person that you're in a relationship with, or even just to look for love. Like, you're not spending enough time on that because you're so focused on everything else. Will this kind of sort itself out soon? Not within the next few days, next few weeks. Next 2 weeks sort of thing, I feel like you will start progressing it forward. Not like next 6 months though, but timing is never 100%. Understand that, like, timing can throw itself off wildly because we all do have personal freedom, but there is this element here that you're having to kind of get a better balance between dealing with your career and finances, and speaking with people, spending time with people, that kind of thing. So I hope that helps you out, Libras, and we're going to continue on now. But thank you for watching, and please give the like button a little bit of a boop if you've enjoyed it. So we're going to go on now to Scorpio. Scorpio, what do you need to know today, Scorpio, for your Valentine's Day? We have got the judgment, the justice card. I just want to say the judgment card in reverse, but you aren't making judgment calls at the moment. You are dealing with the fact that people are being unfair to you, forcing you to make impossible judgment calls. You don't know whether to take action or not. You just want things to be clear, and they're not. You want somebody to come in and give you a clear, this is what's going on, etc. But with the Queen of Swords here, there is this element here of with the Queen of Swords that you're devaluing yourself quite a bit because they're giving you an impossible choice. They're like almost like gaslighting you into making you think, well, it's easy. You should just make a choice between it. It's just easy. And that just really isn't true here. You know, it really isn't true. This is almost like somebody gaslighting you, saying it's easy, and when it really isn't. This is somebody trying to make you believe that you have to choose between the two. And that's really not fair to you. And I feel like if you had a little bit more confidence right now, you would say to them, well, you choose between it because it's impossible. They are kind of stuck in their ways and they just want to be happy the way things are. I asked, well, why are they doing this right now? They just want to be stuck in the same ways, doing the same thing forever. They never want to change, never want to progress. And you represent a lot of creative ideas. You are good at creating ideas. You are good at creating, I don't want to say solutions, but enjoyable like solutions. You are good at creating an idea of what you should do next or how things should be. So you are good at trying to change things up in a positive direction. And I do feel like you do literally do that. But with the Eight of Wands here, you're not really communicating to your partner that, you know, you need to go and focus on this area in life instead. You need to go and focus on this instead. So I do feel like it's causing some issues with being pulled back and then, you know, trying to move on and it comes back around kind of thing. Anything else you need to know though? Page of Pentacles here. I feel like you have a lot to offer and you're trying to offer it to somebody today. But Scorpios, I really feel like that you don't really know how to. Some of you, this person is literally a little bit older than you and it makes it difficult to approach. But in generally, you have these negative affirmations about it, like it's impossible. But I do feel like they do talk about you very positively. So Scorpios, I know it's been heavily about like singles, but if you're dealing with somebody in a relationship as well, make sure you're being straight with them, because I feel like that's one of the biggest issues here is that they're not really kind of focused on moving things forward or focused on what you want. It's more me. So you're having to learn to cut those people out of your life at the moment to really kind of get a new kind of detailed boundary, if that makes sense. So I feel like that's what you're working on today, Scorpio. Just be aware of it. So I'm going to move on to Sagittarius now. So Sagittarius, what do you need to know for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, what's happening for your daily reading in Valentine's Day? You've been working hard to cultivate this. You're worried that this person, I feel like you've been working hard trying to cultivate a relationship with somebody or a connection with somebody, even if it's not a fully formed relationship yet, some sort of connection. But they're not really communicating much to you. So it's making you wonder, like, is my hard work paying off? Do they like it? Do they not like it? Should I change things up? Like, there is all this anxiety around it, and I feel like it's more to do with the fact that they've had, and they still have some people around them that are acting very arrogant and angry, and they're having to deal with them first, or having to deal with that situation first. So they are a little bit distracted. I don't feel like they're actually avoiding you or anything like that. It's just a little bit distracted. Is there anything else you need to know though? Your hard work will pay off in the end though. I feel like you'll be getting positive communication from somebody else that has a little bit of like a link or an idea of how your dating pool is and how things are going, etc. And I do feel like it's them making this change to help you to I almost want to say to basically declog yourself, but that's kind of the wrong word. To de-stuck yourself, basically. Hello, Georgie Sanchez. Yeah, I'll be doing paid readings at the end. I'll be doing some paid ones for £5 or $5. But I'm not doing the free ones today, though. With the Five of Pentacles here, though, I feel like you need to go back to the drawing board. You need to start again. And that's just not... That's not really you talking, if that makes sense. That's more like people talking that don't see you in a very fair light. They are only focused on themselves, etc. And I feel like if you start kind of focusing on what do I really want my life to look like, what do I really want to do with it, then you'll realise that actually, you know what, I am on the right path. There is some polishing to be done, if that makes sense. Like, I need to do this, that and the other. I need to do this education or this training, etc. to move forward. So it will take a while though. It's not going to be instant, but you will be rewarded at the end though. Sometimes things take a long time to kind of get off the ground, especially like career and stuff, but I feel like particularly with you, it's more like a relationship gets off the ground and it's going to take quite a long time for it to fully get to the right level, if that makes sense. It's going to take a while for it to kind of fully continue. So I hope that helps you out, Sagittarius. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give the like button a little bit of a boop. But thank you for that, Georgie Sanchez. I'm going to check in a minute. I've just got Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces to go now. So, Capricorn. What do you need to know today, Capricorn? So we have got the Queen of Swords here. This is almost an element here with the Queen of Swords that you're underestimating yourself today. You're underestimating how attractive you are, how good you are. You're letting those negative affirmations take over. There is a lot of people that are saying positive things about you and telling other people how they would like to date you or like to be with you. Like, you do have a little bit of a fan base here, Capricorn's not gonna lie. You have a little bit of a fan base travelling behind you. But with the King of Cups here, because you're not literally getting the offers through right now, you're kind of in this woe is me mindset. Be careful about that. Because as we get stuck in that woe is me, I can't do anything or I can't attract anybody, we get to the point where we can't really function anymore and we can't see the light, we can't see the positivity. So try and stick to that positive vibe, try and stick to that positivity. There is a lack here of communication yet. They're holding back for sure. But you're on the right path, and I feel like although today for many of you is not going to be a good day because you're single, for those of you that are in a relationship, I feel like it's more to do with arguments and disagreements. But those of you that are single, this is going to be kind of dealt with in the upcoming weeks, or possibly a month or so, a couple of months. Sorry about that. Either weeks or months, a couple of months maximum. Timing isn't always that good though, so bear that in mind. Timing can be a bit iffy. But this is definitely somebody wanting to kind of get in a connection with you. They're just devaluing themselves as well right now. You're both devaluing yourselves, and it's preventing both of you from chasing after each other. So really work on that self-esteem, really work on how do I kind of express myself, both the singles and couples, because having good communication will help your relationships on so many levels. I do feel like with the 9 of Wands here though, there is this element here of the lack of communication is partly to do with the fact that they've got other stresses, like they've got work and career stresses as well, which is also knocking down their mentality. But your hard work of self-improvement will help to give you more security and feeling of security. And I mean security of your own body, security of like, I feel like I'm good in my own body, I feel like I'm happy, I feel like I'm positive about my own body, about how I am. So I do feel like this is really positive for you moving forward. I don't feel like it's a straight line, but it's definitely momentum building up. Slow but steady, slow but steady. And slow but steady wins the race at the end of the day. So, I hope that helps you out, Capricorn. And if you have enjoyed this, please give it a little bit of a boop. I'm going to move on to the next one, which is Aquarius. But I'm going to have a drink of water. There we go. So, what do we need to know for Aquarius? So, Aquarius, what do you need to know today for your Valentine's Day and your daily reading? I feel like there's a little bit of element here of overspending, and this is because you don't feel like you can impress this particular person any other way. Like, I have to spend or they won't treat me seriously. I have to spend because, you know. With the Temperance card here, I do feel like with the Temperance, things are starting to move forward rapidly. With them. But because you haven't got a stable footing, you don't really know where this is headed at this time. There's this kind of like going, oh, what if it suddenly stops? Like, there's definitely this phobia around you right now of what if this suddenly stops? And realistically, this person is wanting it to continue. I don't feel like they're wanting to stop. With the 8 of Pentacles here, I feel like they were wanting to work hard on this relationship, on this connection. They want a new beginning with you. But they're scared. Like, they think that you might be acting cold because you're not taking action in the way that they expect. Like, don't just try and, like, buy them stuff. Try and really connect with them. Spend time with them. Just talk. Just be honest. Don't feel like you have to kind of put on a mask to be around them, because that's never going to help. It's going to cause so much stress and so many problems and so many issues. Like, this person just want to be around you. They just want to be with you. With the High Priestess here, I do feel like there is this need to kind of get the balance in, to not to have your own self-doubts overwhelming you. Not to fear, like, losing it. Because there's more of an issue here of you being stuck right now. Not taking a leap of faith. Not taking a chance. And with the Hangman here, if you work on, okay, how can I start to see things from a positive direction? How can I start focusing on more of the positive mindset instead? Then things are starting to progress forward for you a lot quicker. Although I do feel like they still are moving forward, I feel like it's going to be way quicker if you choose to kind of walk away from this and, you know, reflect for a minute or two. Not for long though, but definitely reflecting to see that positive energy, to see your own positive thoughts. So, I hope that helps you out, Aquarius. We're going to move on now to the next reading, which is Pisces. So, Pisces, what do you need to know today, Pisces? What do you need to know for your Valentine's Day? We have got the Justice card here. You've got a lot of unfairness today. And this is almost like somebody wanting to have fun with you. Like, I don't really care how this affects you. I just want to have fun. They're quite an inventive person, quite a hard worker. But when it comes to like communication about how they truly feel, they just do not give you the honest response. So this is somebody who works hard, plays hard. They're enjoying their spending time with you, but they're a bit of a player. They're not taking your feelings about the situation very seriously. And by that I mean, this is like, you want a serious relationship, you want a serious connection with them, and they're just not behaving like that. They're just not giving you that. With the World card, I do feel like this may stagnate because of that. And it's because of them not wanting to be serious with you. It's because of them not wanting to create a long-term future. Anything else you can tell me about this though? There's going to be a little bit of like this energy kind of draining, missing out on opportunities. One thing I would say, Pisces, go and have fun today. Whoever this is that you're waiting for them to take you seriously or waiting to move forward, just go and have some fun. Go on some dates. Go and enjoy yourself, because it's really not fair that they're doing that to you. And if they really want to be with you, they'll chase you for a change. Anything else you need to know though? You are starting to pull, when you start to pull back your energy, you will notice how much it is draining you. But you will end up happier because of this. Like going, oh, you know what? I'm really glad I've got rid of that. I'm so much more free now. I've got so much more energy. And you'll kind of see that actually, you know what? That was kind of the wrong path for me. They weren't really treating me with the respect that I deserve or the respect that I need in my life. They were kind of just treating me with mediocrity more than anything. So I hope that helps you out, Pisces. I'm going to go on to some of the readings now. I know that Georgie Sanchez, I think they said they wanted a reading. Let me just see if I can check and see if their readings come through. But Georgie Sanchez, if you're there, just give me a shout. Going to see if the readings come through, because sometimes it comes, people attach their reading to it. Let's see if their reading is attached to it. I can't see it right now. I'm just going to give it a minute or two. But Georgie Sanchez, if you're there, give me a shout. Yeah, I can't see it. I'm going to log off now, but I hope you've enjoyed the readings, and please do check out the other readings, and I will see you all again soon. Alright.